Now your mind is about to be blown, bro. You understand this? This is the beginning of greatness. You're witnessing something that many are gonna want to be a part of. Let's get into this, man. Let's do this. Let's go. Six pack, get a hatchback, shirt off.
Hadouken! So, yeah, man. That probably wasn't the funniest. That probably wasn't the best joke, but yeah, man.
Flawless victory.
Yeah.
Flawless victory.
So, like Lauren said, it was not enough evidence to like what actually happened to build up to him pushing her and Hadouken her, giving her that Hadouken. But yeah, man, like we said last week, you shouldn't put your hands on women, dog, especially little kids. You know what I'm saying? And now, to play devil's advocate, I think that was the same girl that pushed him in the back, and then he turned around and ended up pushing her back. And then she ran up again, and he just Hadoukened her ass. She lost all her Sonic rings. But yeah, man, you should you should not put your hands on women, man. Especially.
It's not funny.
It's not funny, but I do apologize if I know I'm probably gonna get a little hate on that. It's cool, but.
Lost her Sonic ring.
But yeah, man. Like Lauren said, it's not enough evidence to where I can be like, oh, it's all on his fault, because it just from looking at the little snippet or whatever, it was looking like a bunch of them were talking to him or whatever. I don't know if some words were being thrown. I don't know, but you're not supposed to put your hands on a woman. What about you, Corey? Because I know you want to go in on this one. Go ahead. It's all on you.
Well, she's not a woman. It was a little girl. She was underage, a juvenile, little girl. So this is where I go. This is first of all, it's incredibly irresponsible to whoever put that video out. They didn't play the whole entire video. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot cut out, so what was shared around online was basically an abbreviated version. It just started off to where we see the big old white man and the little black girl squaring off, and it come to it just wasn't enough. You're seeing a lot of cries of white supremacy and things like that. Now, there's a lot of things that can be taken into account. If it was a little white girl, there's a possibility people brought that up, and it's a viable opinion. It's a viable point. There's a possibility that he may not have swung on her, but at the same time, if we want to play hypotheticals, if it was a little white girl, she probably would have been crying for help and acting like a kid.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
if we want to sit there and do and stereotype thing and be realistic, do hypotheticals. She would have probably stayed in the kid's place, but so these kids nowadays, man, that's a tough situation, because you try to put yourself in that situation, and everybody talks about everybody always got an opinion on what the fuck they would do. Right. On what the fuck they would do in these situations, but then they really need people to close their eyes and put themselves in these situations. Because usually when I see people, when they face this type of adversity or something like this arises, a lot of times, especially when tempers are flaring and things like that, and it's a lot of just energy, just energy being just going. I don't know. I can't find the right fucking words, but people may make the wrong decision. He's in a situation right there. If you watch the full video, he's being surrounded by all these girls. Now, where their parents are, and you're talking about 11 girls 11 years old and shit like that. Where the fuck their parents are is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing that you notice. Why there's a circle. So from what I heard from the story, he was trying to break up a fight, and they ended up turning and targeting him. And it was basically what you saw at the start of the full video. They're circling around him, and then the girl pushes him in the back twice, which is an absolute no. I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. She put herself in harm's way, and she needs somebody to sit her down and educate her on how to move out here, especially understand what position she is. She's a child. You're not gonna be out here trying to fight a man. You're putting yourself out in harm's danger. Now he handled that. The wrong way. He did handle that the wrong way. He should be reprimanded for it. But who knows? Who knows how he viewed her? Like I said, I wouldn't have known she was 11. I wouldn't have known she was 11 if they hadn't said that. But at the same time, she looked like a child. But who knows how he interpreted it? So it's a very tricky situation. I don't want to just jump on it. I'm definitely not just going to jump on and say he's white supremacist or anything like that. Like I said, get your goddamn kids, especially girls. You got girls out here sitting out here fighting because, like I say all the time, we tend to baby our girls, and we don't tend to give our girls life lessons on how to move out here and survival tips out here. That's why boys aren't typically, they'll back down. If that was a 12-year-old boy, I think, or 11-year-old boy, I think more than likely 11-year-old boy would have been like, all right, assess the situation instead of just jumping in like that. But when somebody don't know and they not taught things like that and they're not used to something like that, they behave in that manner, and that's what you get with these girls, and they grow up doing the same thing, but it just multiplies once they get older.
Right.
Yeah, so, and you see after the video then did that, and you saw all the screaming and oh my God, and the girls laugh, all the girls laughing and running back into the mall and stuff, and it's like, where the hell are the parents? Where the hell are the parents at? It's completely confusing situation, so we'll see where this goes. I don't know what to do. He shouldn't do he should have a fine. He should get a fine just off the fact that she was a minor. Now, like I said, he can see her more up close. That's something that they would have to work out in court, but it should be a fine or something. I don't think necessarily jail time. As far as being a woman. Now, you say a woman. If it was a woman, I would have approved of it 100% because she shouldn't have been. If it was a woman that sitting up there pushing him in his back twice, and he cold clocked her after she rushes him. Yeah. That's on that woman. She get what you get what you got coming. I'm not for all that. I'm not with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You need to know your place. Not talking about woman, but I'm talking about as a human being in general. Nobody should be putting their hands on nobody, and nobody should allow anybody to be having to putting their hands on them. So if it was a woman, shit, I'd be like, shit, hey, that's her loss right there. Even though you gotta, women are weaker, so you naturally want to, try to take it easy. You're not gonna go hard on her like she's a man, but who am I to tell somebody how to respond to something? You know what I'm saying? If you're being aggressive in a situation like that. And that's what people need to understand. And a person who a person who's aggressive in a situation like that and tries to tell somebody how to react is ignorant as fuck and part of the problem of what's going on in the world today. But as far as this little girl, he definitely should be reprimanded for that. And because she's a minor, shouldn't have cracked her like that. She's a little girl. You twice her fucking size, so he's definitely in the wrong. But some parents got some explaining to do. Why the fuck your daughter's out there at that time, 11 years old, fighting some white man in front of a mall? You know what I'm saying? Surrounded by a bunch of other girls, acting a fool. There's a lot of explaining to do. Should no 11-year-old be out by themselves? Or what? Is somebody dropping them off at the mall, or shit like that? You just putting them in a grown person's position. It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. All right. Real quick. Lawrence. One of the things Lawrence said. He said also, if they really had the girl's best interest in heart, they would have someone would have attacked after the fact. Young people need to learn to understand, to respect adults as well as each other, and also learn how to de-escalate situations rather than add fuel to the fire, which is very, very true. Very, very true. But all right, now